Okay, I took the liberty to go ahead and pull the truck in now. I told you guys I would do this before I left tonight. I went ahead and wiped the dipstick off so we can see, is it consuming oil? It's been about 5-6 minutes for drain back time. So still full, still right in the middle of the safe mark, just like it was last time. So it's not consuming oil. Let me wipe it one more time. So actually it is consuming a little bit of oil. It's a little bit lower than what I thought it was. So it used about a half a quart of oil since last time. But we do know the intake belly pan on this needs to be replaced anyway, so naturally it's gonna consume just a little bit of oil, but it did get quite a bit better because by now it would have been really low. So the Marvel Mystery Oil has made it a lot better. I know you guys want this valve cover pulled, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull this valve cover real quick so we can actually see what it looks like. Actually, these guys next door, they have sticks of dynamite all the time. Disrespectful motherfuckers, man. Right in front of customers and everything, all the time doing this stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna pull the valve cover real quick so we can see what it looks like inside. We got about 2,100 miles total since I started all the mystery Marvel oil stuff. I'm thinking about this time going ahead and just dropping everything and actually putting an Amsoil filter on it and running straight Amsoil in this for a little bit and giving it a break from the chemicals to just run the Amsoil only for, you know, a couple thousand miles, and then let's come back to it and see what we got. Let's pull the valve cover real quick. It's working slowly. I mean, it's still cleaning a lot. It has cleaned a lot off of the rocker arms, for sure. I want to put the Amsoil in here now and let it run without cleaner for a little bit and just let the Amsoil run through it just for a while, because it seems like, yeah. Let's pull the filter and check the filter. Maybe we should just keep running it. I don't know. Maybe just change the filter again only and just let it keep going. Let me see what the filter looks like. Okay, you guys have been asking for another one of these Fram synthetic jobs. Well, that's what I just pulled off this motor here. So let's open it up and see what we got. Look at the carbon buildup right on the top immediately. And that's been cleaning out some stuff, man. It's really been cleaning out some stuff. Let me see if I can pull this apart. I don't know if I can. Hey, I didn't even notice this. There's a Hyundai oil filter right here. Factory Hyundai, Kia, and Hyundai. Maybe we should cut that one open. And wait for some of it to drain down. It'll drain down slow and leave any of the extra stuff behind. Oh yeah, you can see stuff floating around inside there. Maybe I should run the Amsoil now because it has a high detergent count. Maybe it'll help clean some of that extra out of there. Oh yeah, a lot of carbon in there. You know, I think I'm gonna run the Amsoil this run. I know some of you guys want to see me keep using the Marvel Mystery Oil, but I think I'm gonna give this old girl a little bit of a break. Just run some straight fluid in there, and no chemicals for at least 1,000 miles or so. Because this the Marvel Mystery Oil really is working. Let me see if I can cut this open real quick. There's a lot of filter area right there. There's a lot of debris in that thing. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's a nice filter. Honestly, that is a nice filter. I don't know how people can be against all Fram just because of one Fram and the neglect of the orange can. People want to go 10,000 miles on a 3,000 mile filter. And then guys give me that BS all the time. Oh, you can go 10,000 miles on it. No, it even says on the next grade up it's a 7,500 mile filter, and that's on the next grade up. Let's straighten this out. Yeah, there's carbon all through this. Carbon everywhere. Carbon right in there. Carbon in here. Yeah, it definitely did its job. Look at that pleat. Look how long that Fram pleat is. And that stuff is strong. It's like once you get some kind of oil on it, it really starts to... That's some strong material right there. Alright, let me think about this for a minute. I actually decided I'm just going to go ahead and run regular oil this time. I'm going to let this motor take a break from the chemicals and stuff like that. And I'm just going to run straight Amsoil and an Amsoil filter in there, and we're going to let it roll. So I know that's going to disappoint some of you, but I want to give the motor a little bit of a break. I want to try this oil out, just kind of get a feel for it and stuff. And there's only so much we can do on one specific chemical in a motor. And before I finally, you know, give up and say, you know what, I'm running BG Dynamic in here. Let's just get this motor clean right now with one straight shot with the BG $300 kit and just be done with it. I'm almost to that point, to be honest with you, because I feel bad about this motor being in this condition, and I really want you guys to see what the BG stuff can do. But I also want to try other things. So we'll run Amsoil for a while, and then we'll actually jump Seafoam in it next and run a Seafoam in it for the Seafoam crowd, so you guys can see, does it work or does it not work. We know the Marvel Mystery Oil works great, but now let's just do some regular oil, some really good 100% synthetic oil with a really good filter, and roll. Okay, valve cover's back on. Amsoil filters on the truck. And we're going to dump the oil in there. Run this for an oil change. Give the vehicle a break from all the chemicals, and then maybe we're going to try something different. You know, I can only spend so much time on one. Marvel Mystery Oil was working, but it's not going to clean out this engine like you would think. It's not going to be a spick and span, you know, like industrial strength cleaner. It works. And it works really well, but it's not ready to move on to something else. Let's just there's a whole crowd of people here, and some people want to see Seafoam, some people want to see some kind of red line cleaner, some people want to see an Amsoil flush. I'm telling you right now, the best stuff I ever used is BG. BG will literally melt the stuff from the inside of the cylinder head. From what I've seen it do, it is really, really, really good stuff. But I want to try some other stuff out as well and see how clean, you know, that we can physically see, like that wow factor. I'm sure they all work to an extent. You know, Seafoam does work, and Marvel Mystery Oil does work. But have you ever had that wow factor from an oil? Not necessarily from an oil, but from an additive, you know. That would be the ultimate goal. That would be like the showstopper for people, you know. I'll show you what a EPR and MOA BG basic flush and oil change is versus a full 3-4 part dynamic extreme clean. Well, that's it. I will get everything together, put the oil cap and stuff on, get everything cleaned up, and then we'll start this as I'm leaving. Well, let's run it for a bit. Let's run it for a bit and see how she likes it. Thanks, y'all. Understand that we're gonna have to take a break from things because they just go too long. You know, they go too long, and then people feel like some of their questions aren't getting answered, or there's something's not getting reviewed. So the next thing we'll review is seafoam. Thanks, guys.